Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Friends, I'm just so glad that it's happening. We saw it previously with the Covington kids, and ever since then, I've been yelling into this microphone, sue them all, sue them for everything they've got, sue them into oblivion, these slandering leftist fake news media outlets, and especially the fake news journalists who do horrible work at these outlets, must be held accountable to at least some level of standard. You know, like the standard of not horribly and viciously, maliciously lying about 9-year-olds attending a Chiefs football game. Yep, you probably know exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about Deadspin journalist Karen Phillips. This guy accusing 9-year-old Kansas City Chiefs fan Holden Armenta of being a racist sporting blackface at the football game, creating this whole false racial narrative about the NFL and its fans, using a 9-year-old child with multicolored face paint as the image of your fake news smear campaign. Yeah, let's at least meet that low bar, that low standard. Wouldn't that be lovely? Well, we might slowly be achieving such an environment because another lawsuit has been filed targeting Deadspin and Karen Phillips as the family decides to sue the fake news outlet. Deadspin's in some big trouble. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright friends, so take a look here at this Gateway Pundit article. Breaking: family of 9-year-old Chiefs fan sues Deadspin for maliciously and wantonly attacking boy in explosive complaint. The parents of 9-year-old Kansas City Chiefs fan Holden Armenta, smeared by Deadspin journalist Karen Phillips, filed a lawsuit against the outlet for maliciously and wantonly attacking the boy in an explosive complaint. Karen Phillips smeared an innocent child who attended Sunday's Kansas City versus Las Vegas game by posting a deceptive photo of only one side of his face. Karen Phillips posted this photo and wrote, "It takes a lot to disrespect two groups of people at once. But on Sunday afternoon in Las Vegas, a Kansas City Chiefs fan found a way to hate black people and the Native Americans at the same time." Phillips wrote, accusing the child of, quote, blackface. Not only accusing the child of wearing blackface, but accusing the child of, quote, hating black people and Native Americans at the same time. A 9-year-old child, who of course, we should clarify, had a two-sided, team-themed face paint going on, as you can see here, not exactly blackface. He accused this child of, quote, hating black people and natives. Absolutely insane. Now the family's suing. I don't frickin' blame them. That is malicious, damaging slander. The left launched an online campaign targeting this young child and his family. They labeled him the worst thing that you could be labeled within, I guess, a social and cultural context, a hateful bigot, a racist. There's obviously reputational damage when an irresponsible media outlet labels you online publicly for millions to see as an individual wearing blackface who hates black people and Native Americans. That's the kind of reputational damage that sticks with you pretty much forever. Could possibly be hard to get a job. If the world views you as a hateful bigot, definitely hard to get into a woke university if your name has that kind of an association. And so I'd say this is probably going to be a pretty clear-cut case. Deadspin obviously acted maliciously. They're a professional news outlet, so you'd expect they have some sort of editing process, ways to kind of screen and filter what's going through. You know, there's no excuses here. These idiots let this one slip through the cracks. They approved this stuff. They released it to their audience. How absolutely idiotic it was what Deadspin did, accusing this young child of hating Native Americans, only to find out less than 24 hours later that actually he is Native American.
He asked me 10 minutes ago if he can paint his face before we go live.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants. He's a great patriot, he's a great American, and he's a great fan, and everybody loves Holden. But Karen over at Deadspin doesn't. Bubba, would you like an apology? What would you like from Karen at Deadspin?
You know, I don't even know what to think about that. It's a little too late for that. The damage is already done. It's, worldwide. Now there's comments all over. There's, disrespect towards Native Americans and towards my family. We never in any way, shape, or form meant to disrespect any Native Americans or any tribes. The tribe we're from doesn't even wear that type of headdress. This specific headdress is a novelty piece. It's a costume piece. That's exactly what we had purchased it for and wore it for. Not in any disrespect towards any Native Americans at all. And it's been a whirlwind of comments coming even from other tribes, from tribal members. Some think it's okay, some think it's not okay. It's a 9-year-old boy supporting his team.
And you're going to be wearing the black and the red in, I guess, every Sunday for as long as you're alive, I bet, Holden.
Yep.
Forever, huh?
I guess we're so woke now that even native people can't wear native headdresses. The 9-year-old boy's grandfather was a revered member of a tribe. Not only was the young boy part native, but he had a recent direct connection, a recent bloodline tribal connection. But I guess because his skin tone is somewhat perceivable as white, it's now racist to wear a headdress. How utterly stupid. Deadspin needs to face the consequences of their totally immoral action. Their clearly illegal action. My prediction, I think it's going to go just swimmingly for the family suing this horrible outlet. I think this case is probably going to be pretty similar to what we saw in Oklahoma, as an Oklahoma sports broadcaster is now awarded $25 million after a newspaper called him racist. A jury in Oklahoma has awarded sports broadcaster Scott Sepulpa $25 million after the state's largest newspaper mistakenly labeled him a racist over comments made during a high school basketball game in 2021. A Muskogee County jury made their decision to award Sepulpa $5 million in compensatory damages and $20 million in punitive damages following a 2-week trial in which both sides presented their case. Honestly, I think what's probably likely to happen is the family's going to make a pretty large claim, and Deadspin, knowing they're likely to lose, just like the outlets who slandered Nick Sandmann during the whole Covington kids situation, I think Deadspin's likely to fold here, probably not take the long legal battle. They're likely to offer a settlement here, but my honest hope for justice is for the leftist Deadspin outlet to be sued into the ground. I hope they get sued for such a massive, monumental sum that it causes the company to go under. That would be the only true form of justice here. These leftist smear merchants must be stopped, and this I think is one legitimate and totally justified way to pursue those aims. There has to be a couple outlets who, I guess, are just the warning, sending a message to the rest of these horrible, lying, fake news, slanderous outlets that if you decide to engage in these cheap, narrative-building, fake news tactics, you will be taken to court, you will likely lose. And so maybe, just maybe, don't do it. You know, back to what I said in the intro, hopefully we could achieve a world where there's some sort of journalistic standard, you know, a baseline expectation of not horribly defaming 9-year-old kids innocently attending a football game. That would be a lovely start, and then maybe we can make some progress from there. But I know, crazy ask. Anyways, that's pretty much what's going on. The family sues. I think they're likely to win at least $25 million, maybe even more. Let's see what happens. Of course, we're going to follow an update along this entire story, so stay tuned for that. That's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.